Welcome back to Broad Strokes, your local arts program for the tri-state area. If you're just joining us now, I'm here in the studio with Kris Preston, the frontman for the American punk band The Flare-Ups, joined via Zoom. They just released their third album, Pharmaceutical Cocktail, and started their national tour. Kris, it's a pleasure to have you here with us.
Likewise, Bill.
Could you tell our viewers a little bit about your band?
Yeah, so we are a cripple punk band. And yeah, I know some audience members might cringe at the use of that particular C word, but it is a specific movement. Cripple punk is all about refusing to conform to able-bodied standards.
Don't you mean differently abled?
See, and this is exactly why we call ourselves cripple punk. We are always expected to be the right kind of disabled, where we don't ever do anything to upset somebody else. You know the kind of attitudes I mean, all angelic and innocent and never getting upset. Well, disabled people feel every emotion there is, just like anybody else. You know, that was actually the genesis of one of our early songs, No Spill Blood. No spill blood, that's what we're told. Stay complacent, never grow bold. Smile on your face, anger in check. Yeah, no wonder you're a nervous wreck.
That's kind of sad. Do you have any songs that are cheerful?
Nope. We have Hell on Wheelchairs, which is about wheelchair basketball at the community center. And there's Gaslight Girl Boss, about the nurses that always ignore us. Oh, and Preparation FU to all the venues that refuse to provide accommodations. And our biggest hit to date, which is all about having no energy to do anything, Spoonless on Saturday.
That last one became a bit of a minor sensation on TikTok last January.
I know, right? And it just goes to show that the disability community has a great sense of humor.
I see. Now, as I understand it, the way the band tours is also unusual.
I wouldn't call it unusual. It's more that we actually provide accommodations. For one thing, we insist that all of our patrons are masked. As you know, COVID is now an endemic, and the world has pretty much given up on trying to prevent it. So, no mask, no admittance, no exceptions. And then what we do at the venue is we play our acoustic set in one room, and we've loaded up our music onto MP3 players. We put those in another room for anybody who wants to control the volume as they listen.
I see. So no electric guitars or pedals or amplifiers.
Have you ever seen a person in a wheelchair lift an amp?
Can't say that I have. So, what's next on the horizon for the Flare-Ups?
Well, once we recover from this tour, whenever that'll be, we're going to get back in the studio and record our next album. Right now, the working title is Not Covered by Insurance, and we've got a bunch of great disability-related cover tracks. We've got Shiny Flappy People, Can't Stop the Peeing, Pills, Pills, Pills. There's a lot that we're excited to go in and record.
And you feel like this will sell a lot of copies?
Well, we would love to make a lot of money, but Uncle Sam capped our savings at $2,000, which is not enough to live in today's day and age, especially when we are the only ones looking after each other.
Look, before the interview, I thought we agreed that you weren't going to get political here.
Yeah, newsflash for you, buddy. When you're disabled, everything is political. That $2,000 cap means that we are living in poverty, especially with all the rampant inflation. Oh, and then there's the pharmaceutical companies, which keep jacking up the price of the medication that we literally need to survive. You know, not to mention the political parties, where the one side has a major disdain for any minority, to say the least, and the other side, they just shrug and do nothing. So yeah, there is a lot to be angry about, and that is the whole point, you
Thank you for joining us. We'll be back next week where I interview George Kaufman, the theater director for the all-wheelchair production of Wicked, where the performers defy gravity. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.